Nobody 2 is the sequel to the surprise hit of 2021, Nobody. This will be a spoiler-free review of Nobody. Should you watch it? Let's figure it out together. Now, we're going to be looking at the action, the acting, the special effects, and the story, each one earning one possible nerd flag. Let's start off by looking at the acting. Odenkirk, great job. Everyone in this movie did a great job, but Odenkirk carried it as the main protagonist of this movie. But big surprise, is that Sharon Stone? I had no idea I was watching the entire movie and Sharon Stone was the villain. Great job, Sharon Stone. Completely out of type. Didn't realize that was you. Seen the trailer a lot of times. Great job, Sharon Stone, as the villain in this movie. I have to say that there was more emphasis on a little bit more character development for each of the characters. Obviously, the mother, the son, not really the daughter, definitely the dad, and Hutch's surprise brother. Like, I didn't realize that was his brother, and it was really cool. This brother was played by the RZA, by the way, which may be a spoiler, may not, depending on if you made that connection and I didn't in the first one. But let me say this. The acting was great. Definitely Odenkirk carried the movie, but the supporting cast was really good as well. One nerd flag. Action. Imagine if you take your favorite merc with a mouth from Marvel and you tone down a little bit of the preposterous nature, just a tiny little bit. You get all the pew-pews, you get all the explosions, you get all the incredible action scenes. Heck yeah, you're getting a nerd flag for this because, man, this movie was really good action. If you want to see something where the action's intense, it's over the top, it's fun, it's funny, then you are going to enjoy Nobody 2. I feel like the action was very different from the first Nobody, but it's still good action. It's a lot funnier, it's a more comedic, but it definitely delivers. Now let's move on to the special effects. Great. Like I just mentioned, explosions, unaliving, everything that's going to be really good in a modern action movie. This is what Nobody gives us. Nobody 2, Nobody, both had really good special effects. By the way, you should check Bob Odenkirk out when he's not being Hutch. Man, let me tell you something, brother. That guy has an excellent special effects department because they pull off some good practical effects with him. If you're counting nerd flags, we're up to 3. That's acting, action, special effects. You're on point. Now, let's dive into the most important part of any movie. That's going to be the story. Now, this story is it's a story. It's not a great story. It's like, have you seen this in Rambo? Have you seen this in Nobody? No spoilers, but here's the story. They didn't know who they were messing with. There you go. But it fits together very well. Kept me intrigued, kept me interested for the entire movie for just under 2 hours. I watched the movie. Let me tell you, you're not going to walk out of this movie and say, man, this movie changed my life. And if it did, then, bro, don't let me cross you on a bad day. I really like the story, but it's not complicated. It's not a story that's going to in any way do anything except move you from point A to point B to point end credits. That's all it does. That's all this movie does. And it does it very well from beginning to the end. It definitely keeps you intrigued. But now here's the thing. Within this movie, there were no post-credits. You don't have to worry about that. There were no end credits. But you can tell they're setting up for the 3rd installment. You can tell they're making this, obviously a trilogy. And I'm okay with that. But the dangling plot point that they just sort of put out there and then said, hey, we're going to come back to this later. It was a little bit too obvious. But hey, so we're going to have a 3rd one. That's okay. I don't mind because I really enjoyed Nobody 2. So if you want to check out a really good movie this weekend that has earned a total of 4, count them 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 nerd flags, then you should definitely check out Nobody 2 this weekend. It's good action. It's brainless action, and you're gonna enjoy it.